Hello friends, this is Coldron. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker, where we are going to be trying out the holiday event, the, what's it called, Starlight Festival event. Here we are in Gridania. I'm Garanji. What do you got? Reindeer fame. I've seen reindeer. Around, so maybe we get a reindeer mount. Garanji is looking for an adventurer filled with Starlight cheer. I am nothing if not filled with Starlight cheer. How good it is to see you again, dear adventurer. You haven't forgotten me since we last met. It's me, I'm Garanji. I know you very generally, but not very specifically. I couldn't pick you out of a crowd of Makote. And may I say, you've come at a most opportune time. You see, we are planning some truly extraordinary festivities this year, but we are presently short-handed. I have the shortest hands ever. I am great for you. Are reindeer aggressive? I don't think so, right? I'm thinking of moose. Erudite man, it's no good, celebrant. We will require the aid of an adventurer after all. Oh, dare I say she is an adventurer, and you have already made the arrangements. Allow me to introduce Associate Professor Lorenzen of the Studium in Charlian. His are the festivities for which I am hoping to secure your assistance. Lorenzen, Faculty of Folklore, delighted, I'm sure. Without further ado, shall I test your knowledge of the season? First question, which creature symbolizes the Starlight celebration? Apparently the answer is the cat. Hello, friend. Some time has passed and we now have a cat in our lap. Good boy. Reindeer, bear, yeti. I guess I'll go with reindeer. Feels like a trick question. Oh, no, I guess not. An easy question, was it not? I apologize if I insulted your intelligence. Indeed, the answer is reindeer. From gifts to garb, Starlight paraphernalia is often emblazoned with, or designed in, the image of these noble creatures. Now for my second question, when did the Starlight celebration begin to make use of this symbolism? In the year 371. When? You mean to say it was not always so? No, indeed. Any mention of reindeer is conspicuously absent from the tale which inspired the celebration. Thus did I take it upon myself to delve into the truth of the matter. Oh, goodbye, cat. And after many a moon scouring literature, I discovered telling testimony in an ancient Ishgardian tome which spoke of reindeer that amused younglings with delightful illusions. It was this spectacular act that earned reindeer their Starlight celebrity, I posit. So, it was from a magic illusion-granting reindeer. And in order to prove my theory, I have journeyed to Gridania this Starlight celebration with this trusty fellow, Blitzen. Hey, putting the spotlight on the lesser-known reindeer, I like it. Reindeer are gorgeous. But I also feel like if you tried to pet them in the wild, that you would get, like, a belly full of antlers. Blitzen is stoic. Oh, so Blitzen can use reindeer magics? Yes, Blitzen is of a rare lineage, one that weaves illusions as a defense against predators. Maybe even the antlers are illusions for all I know. We have been keeping him under our care in Labyrinthos while conducting research on his abilities. It is my belief that Blitzen can trace his ancestry back to the reindeer who delighted children with illusions in the Ishgardian tome. And I intend to have him do the very same for the children of Eorzea, confirming history by recreating it as it were. I'm down to see some reindeer magic. You see, no matter how much I urged him back in Charlian, Blitzen refused to produce child-pleasing illusions, but in Eorzea, where it all began with his noble ancestors, I dare to hope he will be suitably inspired. So you actually haven't seen him produce any reindeer magic yet. I welcome anything that'll bring cheer to our sweet children. My duties bind me here, but I believe our adventurer friend will prove a most capable assistant. Indeed, your cheery disposition Tells me you're the perfect candidate for the task I have in store. Can I count on your cooperation? Yes, my dear. Splendid. I thank you, as will posterity, I'm sure. Yes, nothing so glamorous as historic academia. Now then, your role is a simple yet crucial one. Round up the children who will witness Blitzen create his illusion. I shall be at Apkalu Falls. Alright, see you in a sec. Yep, the deer's just going with you. Perhaps you can begin your search along the path from the markets to the Lancers Guild. I dare say a few younglings will be out gazing at the shops and decorations. Yeah, I'll just walk down the street trying to round up children. Not suspicious at all. Excellent. This child does not have his parents with him, it looks like, so we might be able to nab him. Lively lad. There's a magical reindeer that can create illusions. Amazing! I've just finished my chores, so I'll have to head over at once. Yeah, just hop in the van. Oh no, a cautious child. That's the worst for someone like my character. How can we lure the cautious child? Oh, I was told to buy a Starlight cake and hurry home. Sorry. So one of the children has heard of stranger danger. Let's see if we can find one more gullible one. Aha! Bright-eyed boy. There's gonna be illusions? That sounds like fun and all, but I promised my mom I'd help her put up decorations. Sorry. Gather children. Quest completed. Ah, you are returned. I trust a gaggle of rosy-cheeked younglings will be arriving shortly. Alas, 2 of them were too smart. Only this one. This is precisely the problem with today's youth. No concept of the scholarship or the virtues or of academic inquiry. I suppose this single ragamuffin will suffice. You're kind of a dick. I'm a fan of Lorenzen. For the purposes of proof, the number of children isn't consequential after all. Blitzen, the season of lights is in full glow and a child stands expectant before you. Hearken unto the spirit of your ancestors and bring forth your delightful illusions. Alright, do the thing. Just do the thing. Do it now. It's like, what the fuck am I involved in right now? Pointing isn't working, surprisingly. Oh, Blitzen said no. Blitzen said no. Come now, Blitzen. Is this not the Starlight celebration? And is that not a child, wide-eyed and innocent? Why is battle music playing? Ah, that's just a normal reindeer. The baby Yeti from last year was much better. Oh well. The poor kid. Wait! Don't leave, I beseech you! There are crucial discoveries to be made in the name of folklore for which your assistance is paramount! You weren't entertaining enough. Sorry, friend. I mean, to be honest, I don't know how a single, like, relatively tame reindeer would not be entertaining enough, but maybe the kids here are spoiled for wonders. That did not go as I hoped. What am I to do now? Reindeer steak. Forgive me, but I need a moment to collect myself. Amidst the calm of the great loam growery, perhaps I shall return once my thoughts are clear. Can I help you, sir? Of course, we got Godbert's thighs making an appearance. Oh, it's you. Seems I've been here rather longer than I thought. My apologies. I've been pondering my dilemma, but I believe I have identified the root of the problem. The children of Gridania are insufficient for my purposes. The original testimony was Ishgardian, after all, meaning it is Ishgardian children I require. I was a fool to consider proving my theory anywhere else. You are familiar with Ishgard, are you not? I am. Would you be willing to continue assisting me there? Yes. I seem to one reindeer short of slain. I don't think the children are what's insufficient. How does Blitzen feel about all this? I mean, have you talked to him? Have you really had a conversation? Have you been a good listener? Blitzen, why, he would agree with me, of course. Isn't that so, Oh. Where'd he go? Blitzen, where did you go? Blitzen! I don't know where he went. I don't know what the answer to this is going to be. Like, is it just going to be Blitzen needs to be in the right mood? He has to be not forced into it, or is there some other trick of circumstances that we can set up? Can't find Blitzen anywhere. Where could he have gone? I was so absorbed in my thoughts I must have left him somewhere. But gods know he can't bear being alone. He must be so frightened right now. I must find him, must find my dear boy. I mean, it's also possible this is just a regular-ass reindeer. The ghost of Starlight present. Never mind, that seems unlikely. Oh, Blitzen, where could he have gone? Try to soothe his nerves. What if instead of soothing his nerves, I panic? That did not work. Okay. What am I doing? Blitzen needs me, and yet here I am, a blubbering mess. My apologies to subjecting you to such undignified behavior. Unforeseen circumstances have a tendency of rattling my nerves. Me too. But I'm well now, thanks to you. I shall go and search for Blitzen at once. May I count on your cooperation once more? I am with you, Lorenzen. My heartfelt thanks. Let us focus our search within the city. If you could make inquiries in the direction of Miketo's amphitheater, I shall retrace our steps back to Apkalu Falls. Quickly now. Maybe he has to find the right children, or maybe it's a matter of the time. Yeah, I'm not sure where they're going with it. Reindeer, I can't say that I did. Transfixed to this frozen masterpiece as I was. That's a pretty good snowman. I vaguely recall I've heard some clopping noises passing behind me, though. Must have been something of the sort. All right, we're off. Found you. We found Blitzen staring at a wall. Oh, adventurer, have you had any luck in locating... Blitzen, where have you been? I've been running myself ragged in search of you. What do reindeer sound like? Probably Gwoooah. Blitzen, why do you bray so? Why, to summon me, of course. Ho, ho, ho. We got Godbert. I wouldn't mistake those thighs for anyone else. And you are? How could you not know this legend? I am the Saint of Nymea, and I have come at our antlered friend's behest to lead your misguided soul into the soothing bosom of the Starlight celebration. Of course, any magic, any reindeer magic will be sparked by Godbert here. I will ask you plainly, young scholar, do you understand why you are unable to coax forth the legendary twinkling of this reindeer's magic? So you do not know. Fortunately for you, naught escapes the Saint of Nymea's all-seeing eyes. Most overpowered character in any video game ever. You see it too, do you not? The reason why our scholarly friend failed Is it because he doesn't believe in the magic of Starlight? I guess so, yeah. You've lost sight of the spirit of the Starlight celebration. What? Of course I haven't lost sight. All I know is that... All know that Starlight celebration is held for the benefit of the children. Is it that you were doing it for your own benefit? Yeah. So you finally understand. Indeed, the Starlight celebration exists for the good of children of the realm. This our antlered friend knows well. What if that children back there sucked, though? What if he was like a bully and that's why the reindeer wouldn't do anything? But you, my scholarly friend, you were so obsessed with your work that you could only see... Of course, this is the most classic Christmas, American Christmas movie plot ever. The person who is so busy with their work that they forget about the spirit of the season. You were so obsessed with your work that you could only see the children as a means to prove your theory. Is it any wonder, then, that Blitzen was not minded to oblige your demands? It is as you say, good saint. Respecting the customs one seeks to understand is basic folklorist fieldwork. I shame my profession in forgetting it. Respecting the customs one seeks to understand. That's actually a very good tenet for that sort of work. Oh, you got the nod. My thanks for comforting me, my friend, and my apologies for ignoring your feelings. Lorenzen has proved himself a good anthropologist. Ho ho ho! Seems my job here is done. I leave this man and this reindeer in your capable hands, adventurer. Happy Starlight to all, and to all a good morning. Does that change based on the time of day you play this quest in? Right, there isn't a moment for us to lose. Let us resume our search. Our research. Forgive me, force of habit. Let us resume our celebration of this wondrous season by bringing joy and happiness to children. Wah, I want my mummy. There, perfect. A child, an unprotected child for you to gather up. That cry of distress, it comes from the other side of the Aetheroid Plaza. Come, my friends. Your soup pot will be full soon. Oh dear, what does one do at a time like this? Whimper not, little one, all shall be well. Wah, I want my mummy. Oh dear, distraught as she is, how are we to learn what ails her? We need to settle her somehow, with sweets perhaps, or toys? Now this is the time for reindeer magic. Ooh, how pretty! Well done, Blitzen. Now, may we ask after the source of her woes? Gwoooah. A nodding Gwoooah. Greetings, little one. Tell me, what is it that troubles you? Well, me and Mummy were on our way to the markets, but suddenly she wasn't there and I got scared. She may have been eaten by another reindeer, a rival reindeer. I see. I expect your mother is still nearby, in which case... Is anyone missing a child? We have a lost child in search of her mother. Oh my god, the thundering Gwoooah. There she is. Okay, success. Oh, there you are. Thank goodness. Mummy, you were there, then suddenly you were gone. I was so scared. I'm sorry now, sweetling. I'm here now. Thank you so much for looking after my daughter, sir. And you too, thank you, sir, and you too, Mr. Reindeer. Those shiny presents were really pretty. Alright, see ya. I think congratulations are in order, or your hypothesis was correct, I see. Let's go with I think congratulations are in order. Let's enforce this newer worldview here. Not really worldview, just view of this particular seat. No, it is a new view of work. What? Oh, right, I suppose Blitzen just proved my theory, didn't he? I was too concerned with helping the little one to notice. That's the spirit of the season right there. Well, I shan't complain. Seeing as we fulfilled our objective, shall we report back to Umgaranji? Indeedly do. Oh, welcome back, everyone. How did you fare in the end? Very well, I'm pleased to say. We managed to reunite a lost child with her mother, and a happy side benefit, I succeeded in proving my theory. Nod, nod. My, the three of you have been busy indeed. Thank you for your help, adventurer. Allow me to offer my gratitude as well. Were it not for you, I would have remained blind to what's truly important. I guess. I mean, I think it's really more the Saint of Nymea. I think you really gotta spend your gratitude at the casino for this one. Whoa. Saying thanks as well, are you? But it seems as to me you played as important a role as any today, Blitzen. You are as dependable a little helper as I've ever known. That is a giant little helper. It's curious, though. At first he seemed wholly unmotivated to act, but then showed the illusion of his own volition. What do you suppose inspired his change of heart? I believe the answer is concern. In the beginning he could tell I had none for the children and sought only academic satisfaction. Pure of heart as he is, how could Blitzen be moved to assist me? However, when he sensed the concern I held for that crying child was genuine, he no longer felt resistance to using his powers. Blitzen sounds like quite the intuitive fellow. I imagine some kind of telepathy, like some kind of magical, like, empathetic telepathy. Reindeer generally are. As herd animals, they are accustomed to sensing even the slightest shift in feeling or intent. That actually makes sense in, like, a non-magical, jokey sense. Like, that does make sense. As far as why, if reindeer actually are kind of empathetic. And this is but another theory, but I suspect that Blitzen's ancestors conjured their illusions in response to the feelings of love and kindness they sensed in the people around them. Maybe that one's a little bit less grounded in the real world, but I like it in the Final Fantasy world. Such reindeer were far more plentiful back then. Some were even domesticated to pull sleighs. That's why they're called reindeer, isn't it? Because you put reins on them. For some reason, that never clicked until just now. No doubt younglings had ample opportunity to witness the same spectacular illusions we now find so precious. It's truly unfortunate Blitzen's kin have so declined in number, but I will cherish their invaluable contribution to the Starlight celebration. Thank you for sharing this fascinating history with us. If I was able to impart even a modicum of the passion I feel towards my subject, I will count myself very blessed indeed. But that reminds me. There's one last task for which I would appreciate your assistance, to wit, sharing Blitzen's miraculous illusions and the joy they inspire with as many children as we can find. Speaking in the true Starlight spirit, Lorenzen, I dare say you'll be a little helper yet. Gwoooah. Alright, and we got the Starlight steed horn. When blown, this gleaming horn produces a heartwarming sound that calls your Starlight steed to your side. So maybe not Blitzen, but maybe one of Blitzen's buddies. Who knows what familiar faces you might encounter? Oh yeah, so this is a follow-up quest, definitely. Okay. Make it reindeer. What's that Eminem line? About shooting at the car while he's driving down. That's a lot of while he's driving down, like in a Christmas rap. Like it's a lot of bucks flying when I'm making it reindeer, or not shooting. It's yeah, just tossing out money and shooting. One of those double things. Anyway, let's see what we got here. Let's, Starlight Steed Horn. The Reindeer Blitzen, visiting from Charlian, gifted you this rideable glamour as a show of gratitude for your kind aid. So it's not an actual reindeer. This is a an illusion that, like a kind of a physical illusion that I can conjure at will. From the creature itself to the presence, all is recreated in such impressive detail it could only be considered a Starlight miracle. Oh, sure, we'll get an illuminated tree. A tree adorned with the decorative lights in honor of the Starlight celebration, popular with the neighborhood children and the children at heart. You will accompany us then, my thanks. Our task is simple. We shall take Blitzen on a tour of Gridania and delight the children we meet with his marvelous illusions. While little helpers will be distributing presents of a more tangible nature, I believe that Blitzen's glamour will perfectly set the tone for such gift-giving. Being a visitor to the city, however, I am not certain where to seek out children. May I trust you to guide us to them? My character apparently knows where all the children are. Marvelous. Without further ado, then, where shall we head first? We will head to the first thing on the list, Great Loam Growery. Wow, a real reindeer! I've only read about them before. Go on, Blitzen, show us your special glamour, spectacular glamour. He's got the presents and the... Oh, that's a pretty cool glamour. Amazing! Who are these two? Beaten. Indeed, much like the... Oh god, this guy. This is the most dramatic botanist ever. Much like the scent of freshly hewn cedar. Happy Starlight, youngling. We, the Saints' little helpers, have come bearing gifts one can touch as well as see. We hope you like it, Fufucha. It's nothing. Hunks of wood. This is the carpenter guy, right? Because the Beaten I think is the carpentry guy, because I remember the carpentry guy being like super extra, like goldsmith levels of extra. Or no, not goldsmith. It was the alchemist trainer back in Ul'dah who is that level. Fufucha must be the botanist. It's a lumber set, child, comprised of the finest selection of timber the forest has to share. You have your soft-grained maple, some supple ash, a stern oak, and not you hear the symphony. Not really. Those are building blocks, my dear, made especially for you by the Carpenters Guild. Oh, I love blocks. Thanks, little helpers. The carpenter in training, then. Curious that he should appreciate blocks over fine cross-sections of lumber. Puzzling indeed. Beaten is like a more dramatic version of Ron Swanson. Kukushu, what a pleasant surprise! She must be also from the Carpentry Guild. No, she is the botanist, okay. As you can see, the Botanists and Carpenters Guild are working together for this year's celebration, with the Guild Masters volunteering to be little helpers. Our gifts are a joint effort. Beaton's people at the Carpenters Guild made some beautiful blocks out of the wood my botanists gathered while tending the forest. I hope these toys sow the seeds of inspiration within the hearts of our younglings, that they might grow up embracing nature. But enough of my vegetation metaphors. We have presents to distribute. I say this every time we have one of these holiday quests. It's such a strength of this game that they can bring it, that they constantly bring in these old characters. Come, Timber Master, more children await. Indeed, and let us use that blocks jest from earlier. It seemed rather effective. Well, that went splendidly, wouldn't you say? These little helpers appearing when they did only added to the children's enjoyment. And last but not least, Blitzen played his part to perfection. He's a great reindeer. A+. Hall of Fame reindeer. S tier. We shall take a well-earned rest. All right, yeah, we'll do this again. So this is the Leather Workers Guild next. Oh, hello. This is my first time meeting a reindeer. Is he friendly? Go on, Blitzen. Show us your spectacular glamour. Wow, it's beautiful. Are you sure you want to take a reindeer to the Leatherworking Guild? Maybe I'm not worried about it. I'm worried for his safety. Gwoooah. Happy Starlight, my dear. I have a gift for you from the saint. Perhaps not as sensational as that reindeer's tricks, but these will last longer. Leather accessories? I love them. Thank you so much, little helper. Bye. Darling little thing. I trust you are fulfilling your Starlight duties with the diligence expected of you. I am. I too have volunteered my services this year. I thought it only right, seeing as how much my own little ones delight in the season. It is remarkable how a child's smile can warm the heart, an infectious joy if ever there was one. I must be off, enjoy the rest of the festivities. This is to the markets next. Off to market we go. The horse knows the way to... Is this a reference to that? Like, we're going to the markets, off to market we go, the horse knows the way to carry the sleigh, and so on? Jovial Jr. Wow, reindeer massive. Look at him, he's massive. He really is, thank you. Go on, Blitzen, show us your spectacular glamour. Yeah, doing his thing. Wow, that's incredible. Happy Starlight, my child. This little helper has arrived with a very special gift. Who is this? Is this the... No, I don't know who this is. I'm sure I've met them multiple times, just probably across the years. Cookies? My favorite! Thank you, little helper. I'm gonna go and share them with my friends. That's a sign of a good kid. Oh, it's Mother Mune. Well, if it doesn't Kukushu, lending your assistance to the Starlight celebration. Is she the innkeeper? Like, she's the... Or not the innkeeper, she's like the Adventurers Guild person, right? She's like the Momodi of this, of this town. As you can see, the Carline Canopy is also participating in festivities this year. Our establishment has adopted the Starlight spirit with a special children's menu, in addition to festive decorations. 'Tis the season, after all. Now, while I would love to stay and chat, I must be off. These cookies won't deliver themselves. Look forward to seeing you again at the canopy. I guess I wouldn't betray Momodi's business, but I guess while I'm in town, I'll go there sometimes. I don't think so. I was thinking, is there a pattern like with off to market we go? But no, it's the grandmother's house we go. Why did I think to market? I was thinking of the... I was literally mixing up the Little Piggies rhyme, nursery rhyme, 10 Little Piggies with Christmas stuff. Never mind, the Whistling Miller we go. Precocious Poppet. Why, good day, Mr. Reindeer. You have quite an adorable face and snuffly nose at that. He does, he really does. What a marvelous spectacle. You are truly amazing, Mr. Reindeer. Forgive me for interrupting your delight, sweet child, but this little helper comes bearing a gift from the north. Is this what's his name? Can't believe I'm forgetting his name, but again, I'm bad with names. The leader of Ishgard right now. The son of the Pope. I see the hat. Yep, it is. I think so. So he's coming a long way for that. An Ishgardian coat. Oh, how lovely and warm. I shall treasure it, little helper. Thank you with all my heart. Okay, this is the dude that we had the date with. Amric, yeah. What a pleasant surprise to meet you here, my friend. You're lending your capable hand to the observances, I take it. As a citizen of Starlight's birthplace, that's right. He has a cultural duty to spread Starlight cheer. I felt compelled to volunteer my services in some way, however small, and thus I seem to have become a little helper. Well, 'twas an audience with the Elder Seedseer that called me here initially. I am glad for... Okay, so you didn't come here just for this. I'm glad for the opportunity to bear witness to the bright smiles of Gridania's children. I mustn't dally. Many gifts still want for delivery, till we meet again. What did the Grinding Gear folks call him? Like Lord McHandsomeface? Opkalu Falls says last up. I had Timid Tot. I had no idea reindeer were so big. Yeah, they're pretty scary animals. Like, I assume that not a lot of... Are they prey on the... wherever their home is, Scandinavia or whatnot? I imagine there's... Like, those horns could probably do some damage. Those antlers can do some damage. So sparkly. What's the opposite of a Starlight miracle? Emanaline. Starlight greetings, you adorable little moppet. I am one of the saint's little helpers, and I have a real sparkling present for you. Here you go. A lovely doll with such pretty eyes. Thank you, little helper. This is the guy that... Okay, now it's getting better. Okay, this is the... This has got to be the what was his name? I don't remember his name, but the kind of piratic dude that formed a weird friendship with Emanaline. Ha! Is that what passes as a gift for you, lace warriors? Something with an R, maybe? Ruffian, what are you doing here? Sicard, no, nothing with an R. There's an R in the, I guess, if I'm giving myself extra credit. Delivering proper presents, what else? Here's yours, little one. Enjoy it now. It's a working gun. A little fry pan with such adorable forks and spoons. Thank you, little helper. You did a better job than I expected, Sicard. See? A present that represents the glory and traditions of Limsa peerless culinary history. More thoughtful by far than some half-baked doll from some half-baked noble, who you're still spending quite a lot of time with. Take that back. Make me. I will not stoop to your The child is absolutely the most mature of the bunch. Now, because Blitzen, the child, the researcher, Kakushu, and then Sicard and Emanaline somewhere below, way below, in terms of maturity. I'll enjoy playing house with the lovely doll and adorable silverware. Thank you, little helpers. They're too busy gazing into each other's eyes. They really are. I wonder if this is going to ring a little, like, hollow for people who haven't completed Endwalker. Like, because some of this development, like this character development, happens during the course of Endwalker. Well, that's a happy Starlight, then. Quite. Yep. They make up as easily as they fight. It's a healthy relationship, I think. It can be. It depends on how... I think if it's just like little teasing tips, that's one thing. There. We've placed a Starlight tree in our housing. There's not a whole lot of care I put into it, but it's there. Yeah, it's gonna I was expecting it to be like a full-on Christmas tree, and I like that they did something a little bit different. It's just like a birch, like a white birch. So that's going to be it for me for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.